merciful viewers, and welcome to Vegetarianism, the noble way of living, here on Supreme Master Television. Today, I'm going to prepare polished cocoyams and mixed vegetables. To prepare this dish, we shall need the following ingredients and components. We have some slices of shallow fried tofu, we have some salt, we have half an onion, some ginger, some vegetarian seasoning cube, some scotch pepper, we have sliced carrots, we have chickpeas, we have green beans, we have 4 fruits of fresh tomatoes, we have red palm oil, and we have cocoyams, which is a tuber that grows abundantly in the forest regions of Cameroon. So to start the preparation, I begin by peeling my cocoyams with a knife. I piece up the cocoyams in this way. Okay, I'm through with my peeling. I will now wash them. Open my pot. The water used in washing them is sticky. It's sticky because the water from the macabo renders it sticky like that. So wash and put in the pot. Okay, our macabo, our cocoyams already in the pot. We add about that quantity of water. We'll add almost a teaspoon of salt. I will then light my fire. It takes about 20 minutes for it to get ready. Meantime, I will chop my tomatoes, which I will later add to the cocoyams. Okay, I will add my tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, to my cocoyams so that they boil together. Stir a little, just to disperse the tomatoes in the pot. And now once more, over my cocoyams. And I will grind my ginger and scotch pepper, chop them, cut them into small pieces to facilitate grinding on a traditional stone, traditional grinder. So I grind. Okay. I've finished grinding my ginger and scotch pepper. I will add this to the cocoyams as well so that they continue boiling together. As I said, the macabo, the cocoyam will be cooked but about 15 to 20 minutes. So I add this and stir, make sure the pepper is dispersed in the pot. I add a little bit more water. Okay. Add water. At this juncture, it will take about 15 to 20 minutes for the cocoyams to be ready. And then I will add my red palm oil and the other ingredients like the seasoning cube and the onion. Meanwhile, I will cook my mixed vegetables in this pot. They have all been properly washed, so I just cook them together. I'll steam them for about 5 minutes so that they should still retain a certain degree of rawness. You don't want to destroy the ingredients, otherwise you defeat the purpose for which you are preparing them. So I add a little bit of water, not too much, just a bit of water, because at the end of the day, when the mixed vegetables are cooked as desired, the water has to be dry. We don't want to have any more water once they are cooked. So we just put a bit of water that will enable them to be cooked at the desired level without any additional water being left in the pot. So also, I'm going to add a pinch, just a pinch of salt to the mixed vegetables. A pinch of salt. That will do. I will allow the mixed vegetables to boil for about 5 minutes, not overcooking them because we don't want to destroy the ingredients for which we are looking for. So at about 5 minutes, when they are cooked as desired, I will then add my slices of tofu to them and allow them to mix together. And then they are ready to be served with the porridge cocoyams. Okay, 5 minutes have elapsed since I put my mixed vegetables in the pot, and I think it's almost ready. Yes, very ready. The water is completely dry in the pot, and the vegetables are cooked to the degree that they are supposed to be cooked. So now I will add my tofu, slices of tofu. Mix them up in there. Mix them up. Okay, and well mixed. So now my mixed vegetables and semi-fried tofu are ready. I will then extinguish my fire and cover them. I will now be preoccupied with the other pot. Let me open it and check how it is doing. Let me stir. It doesn't stick at the bottom of the pot, but sometimes it's good to just stir to make sure that everything is properly mixed. So let me check how they are doing. Oh, getting ready very soon. It's about 10 minutes since I put them on fire, and in about 5 to 10 minutes they will be ready. I will then add my vegetarian seasoning cube, my onion, and the red palm oil. So I cover again and allow the remaining 5 to 10 minutes to elapse. Alright, let me open my pot and check how it's doing. Okay, I stir a little more. Okay, I will now see if it's cooked, properly cooked. So I use my fork. Okay, our cocoyams are ready. At this stage, I will add in onion, add in vegetarian seasoning cube, and I also pour in just about this amount, this quantity of palm oil. I will stir so that they mix properly, homogeneously in the pot. You want to obtain a consistent mixture. Okay, I will now check the seasoning of our polished cocoyams, and if the seasoning is alright, I will then extinguish the fire. So I put a little here. The seasoning is excellent, so our dish is ready. I will then extinguish my fire. Okay. Now, I'll pour it in here. I will now add my mixed vegetables and tofu to the polished. Compassionate viewers, thank you for joining us on this edition of Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living, during the preparation of our delicious, nutritious mixed vegetables and polished cocoyams, a recipe native to Cameroon. Coming up next is Between Master and Disciples. So please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VEG.